What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Tesla video. Got some pretty big things about the car number sales. Tesla is dropping some really impressive information about their sale numbers. Now, I get it. Tesla is also a battery manufacturer that makes solar panels, and they have several other small projects here and there, but the fundamentals don't change. They are officially a car company, and when you buy a Tesla vehicle, you essentially get sucked into their ecosystem, just like how if you buy an Apple iPhone, you eventually start branching out to other accessories, like you might get Apple Music, you might get the Apple Watch, or maybe even the iMac just for the AirDrop. I mean, some people really do that. You get sucked into this ecosystem, which is exactly what Tesla wants to do. They want you to buy one of their vehicles so you can use their superchargers. You might even buy the FSD beta software, and you might even get the solar panels. You might even get the power wall, and it's all really nicely interconnected. This is why when you see high sales numbers, it's not just the vehicles themselves they're making, but they could probably get a lot more money in the future just by having the Tesla brand. And by the way, the Tesla insurance program, it's rolling out to different states right now. And this is why they really need to increase sales as fast as possible. Last week, Tesla released its Q1 2021 delivery results, confirming that they had 184,000 electric cars delivered. Everyone knew this. It was a record quarter, and even Factsheet didn't get that high of an estimate. In fact, even the bullest of bulls for Tesla predicted roughly 170,000 electric cars delivered, not 184,000. And the majority of 184,000 vehicles delivered, most of them were practically the Model 3s and the Model Ys. There were like no Model S and Model X production because of this massive upgrade. If you guys don't know, the S and the X are having this major refresh for the exterior design and also the interior design. This is why there's no any deliveries. And it's pretty impressive. Tesla getting this many deliveries just simply with 2 vehicles is really stunning. The main news is Tesla started producing the Model Y at the Shanghai Gigafactory just a few months ago, and the production is slowly going up, and this is having a massive impact. The automaker delivered roughly 1,600 Model Y electric SUVs in China around January 2021, slowly increased to 4,600 Model Y deliveries in February, and then March was a massive record delivery for the Model Y in China, delivering roughly 10,000 Model Ys. It's really impressive, jumping from 1,600 to 4,600 and then all the way to 10K. That's pretty impressive. And by the way, the Model Y deliveries did not affect the Model 3 deliveries. In fact, the Model 3 deliveries actually increased as well, which added more money and more sales to Tesla. And I feel like Tesla and the Model 3 will definitely be growing at a massive exponential rate as they ramp up production. Right now, it's not about if Tesla could get orders. It's about how many people are ordering. It's about how fast they can produce them, because the moment a Model Y gets off the production line, someone else orders it. If I want to get a Model Y right now, it's going to take me a few weeks, even in America. If I want to get a Model S, it only delivers around the summer of 2021. You got to wait a really long time, and there's a pretty massive line. This is why a lot of Tesla representatives actually tell you if you want to get a vehicle and it's not, in the inventory yet, which all of them are not, you got to put down a $100 deposit. And it's the best thing to do because it puts you in line first among all the other people. And last but not least, we got to talk about even more sales in Japan, because Japan has a pretty big electric vehicle industry right now, and they have a growing number of individuals that are going for the EV market. And Tesla is showing some big momentum in Japan because of a new wave of Model 3 orders. And I feel like the Japanese market will also really increase the sales for this year, especially how right now the Model Ys are finally ramping up in production in Shanghai. And in Japan, finally more and more people are buying Tesla vehicles. In fact, in March alone, the number of Tesla sold in Japan increased by 1,300% year over year because more people are starting to like the Model 3. Japan has a weird market for Tesla because the company only sold roughly 44 cars in March 2020, but now, this year, March, Tesla sold roughly 588 units, which is a 1,300% increase year over year, making Tesla one of Japan's most popular foreign brands, which is beyond Fiat and Land Rover. There's a lot of big achievements that the Model Ys is doing. I feel like one of the biggest reasons the Model Ys are selling so well is the prices were decreased by 17% and 24% for the Standard, Range Plus, and the long-range dual-motor AWD. Sales are really strong because the delivery period isn't as bad as before, especially with the Shanghai Gigafactory right next door. It could just easily ship the vehicles from point A to point B. And the country is getting a lot of love for the Model 3s, and they haven't received any orders for the Model Ys just yet. But I feel like once production truly ramps up and the Model Ys start being on sale in Japan, a lot more people will start buying that. I made a poll on the channel and a lot of people said they prefer the Model Ys over the Model 3s, and it was like an overwhelming majority. Like 60% to 70% of people actually would rather purchase a Model Y than purchase a Model 3. I think it's because the Model Ys looks very sporty, but at the same time, it's not really super cramped. It's not super big or priced like the Model X, but it's not super tiny like the Model 3. It's just in the right zone, especially that beautiful glass ceiling on the very top and also autonomous driving. It just makes like a really good car. And it's 50,000 USD. Yes, it's pretty pricey, but it's cheaper than the majority of electric vehicles out there. And $50,000, according to many people, even myself, it's worth every single dollar. It's very high quality. It looks really, really good. Of all the electric vehicles out there, it looks super sporty, even though it's a crossover. This is why the Model Y will definitely play a really big role in Japan around maybe this year. I feel like production of the Model Y in the Shanghai Gigafactory will definitely start ramping up and things will be looking pretty good. And we also should be seeing a major software update around this month, April. We should be seeing a massive FSD beta version 9.0 update. It's going to be a pretty big one, and we should be seeing full autonomy at the end of this year. I just want to say something. It's pretty impressive to see Tesla increasing so many of their delivery numbers. I mean, in the very beginning, in January, they only sold 1,600 Model Ys in China, but now they're selling roughly 10,000. I'm pretty sure April will be an even better month, maybe even 15 or 17,000 Model Y deliveries, and they're just ramping it up as quickly as possible. In Asia right now, there's a really, really big love for electric vehicles. And what I'm trying to see here is the Japanese market will definitely be a really big one. I think everyone is really focused on sales in China, but no one is really so focused about sales in Japan. But I feel like once they start ramping up, Tesla will start making more superchargers in Japan, retail centers, and who knows, maybe even the Gigafactory. I know that sounds pretty crazy, but a lot of countries really do welcome that sort of thing because Gigafactories don't pollute and they offer really high-paying engineering jobs to the surrounding locations. But right now, I think Tesla's just trying to ramp up production as fast and quickly as possible in the Shanghai Gigafactory because it could definitely deliver the Model Ys and the Model 3s to the surrounding locations. So it's getting pretty popular. A lot of people really seem to like it. And last but not least, we do have future projects like the expected $25,000 vehicle from China, which they actually are making the factories right now. There's the last phase of the Shanghai Gigafactory, and they already put up massive steel beams. It's specifically designed for the $25,000 Model 2, the hatchback electric vehicle, which will be sold exclusively in China, but it will definitely be appreciated by a lot of Japanese car buyers as well. They're right next door. That's about it. Thanks for watching, and definitely subscribe.